tucked in a corner where nobody rests, watching the interstate traffic go by. The wallpaper's peeling like skin from a burn. We're waiting for feelings that won't ever return. The ice machine's humming a funeral hymn. The light in the bathroom is flickering dim. We're checking out early, but we're staying the night. Too tired of love, but too hollow to fight. That big guys. Welcome to the two-star hotel of us, built on the secrets and covered in rust. There's no room service for a heart that is broke, just a cheap box of matches and a room full of smoke. It's a temporary stay in a permanent hell. Checking out of the two-star hotel. I'm staring at patterns on the popcorn ceiling, trying to remember the weight of a feeling. You turn to the window, I'm turned to the wall. The space in the middle is the worst part of all. The sheets are too thin and the pillows are stone. It's a double-sized bed, but we're sleeping alone. The ice machine's humming a funeral hymn. The light in the bathroom is flickering dim. We're checking out early, but we're staying the night. Too tired of love, but too hollow to fight. Champagne bags too. Welcome to the two-star hotel of us, built on the secrets and covered in rust. There's no room service for a heart that is broke, just a cheap box of matches and a room full of smoke. It's a temporary stay in a permanent hell. Checking out of the two-star hotel. Leave the do not disturb on the handle outside. We got nowhere to go and we've got nowhere to hide. The checkout is noon, but the damage is done. We're just two strangers under a neon sun. Knock, knock, who's there? Just the ghost of a pig. Welcome to the two-star hotel of us. Everything's broken and covered in rust. There's no room service for a heart that is broke, just a cheap box of matches and a room full of smoke. We're leaving the keys on the nightstand to tell that we're done with the two-star hotel. The neon buzz gets louder and cuts to silence. Keep the deposit. I don't want the memories back. Just shut the door. Silence. I put on your sweater just to feel the weight, but it's hanging off me like an open gate. I'm a house with the windows all shattered and blown, a collection of secrets I've kept on my own. I look in the mirror, but the center's gone. just a silhouette waiting for a permanent dawn. I reach for my center, I reach for the core, but I don't feel the heartbeat I felt once before. It's a romantic omen, a beautiful mess. I'm becoming a ghost in a Sunday dress. There's a hollow in my chest where you used to reside, a canyon of maybe and nowhere to hide. I'm filling the vacuum with tears and with dust. The iron of us has turned into rust. It's a romantic hunger, a star-crossed despair. I'm grasping at shadows and inhaling air. You took the pulse when you took the goodbye and left me a hollow under a black sky. The doctors would say that my organs are fine, that the blood is still flowing in a steady line. But they don't see the crater, they don't see the gap where my soul used to sit in the palm of your lap. It's a romantic science, the way that I break. How much can a body without a heart take? Echo. Can you hear me in there? As a desperate prayer, I'm a shell of a man, a frame with no glass, watching the ghosts of our memories pass. There's a hollow in my chest where you used to reside, a canyon of maybe and nowhere to hide. I'm filling the vacuum with tears and with dust. The iron of us has turned into rust. It's a romantic hunger, a star-crossed despair. I'm grasping at shadows and inhaling air. You took the pulse when you took the goodnight and left me a hollow under a black sky. Knock on the bone, it sounds like a drum, waiting for a feeling that'll never come. Just a hollow, just mine. Sunsets in colors that don't have a name, a masterpiece painted to die. We're staring at embers and feeding the flame, knowing the ash is the end of the high. You held my hand like you'd never let go, but the seasons were shifting beneath the snow. Why does the rose feel so soft in the hand, right before petals all fall to the sand? We were a fever, a beautiful blur, loving the ghosts of the people we were. It was beautifully broken, beautifully brief, a kingdom of gold built on nothing but grief. You were the lightning, I was the sky, ghosts of the people we were. It was beautifully broken, beautifully brief. A kingdom of gold built on nothing but grief. You were the lightning, I was the sky. A gorgeous hello with a built-in goodbye. I'd do it all over, I'd suffer the sands of a love that was always just beautifully permanent. Beautifully permanent. If it lasted forever, would I love it this much? If it stayed in my arms, would I crave for your touch? The tragedy makes it a diamond to hold. The ending is why the story is told. Building intensity. It had to break. It had to end. To show me your heart is a thing that can mend. A swell of strings that suddenly cuts out, leaving whole and creating red. The masterpiece faded, the colors all wet. But God, you were beautifully impermanent. Just piano. Like breath on a window, like names in the tide. Beautifully. What final soft bass thud? The calendar page is turning slow to a date that we both used to know. I check the porch and I check the gate, but the silence here is getting late. There's a cake for one on the wooden table. I'd blow out the sparks if I were able, but the smoke just curls like a ghost in the air, reminding me that you aren't there. Happy birthday to the ghost of us, to the promises that turn to dust. I'm blowing out candles in a darkened room, in a house that feels like a hollow tomb. You used to be the first to call. Now you're just a shadow on the wall. It's the hardest part of being alone, counting the years that you've outgrown. Another year of forgotten birthdays. I found a card in a drawer today from a version of us that's gone away. You wrote forever in cursive ink. Now I'm standing on the kitchen sink, still feel the sting of me. Happy birthday to the ghost of us, to the promises that turn to dust. I'm blowing out candles in a darkened room, in a house that feels like a hollow tomb. You used to be the first to call, now you're just a shadow on the wall. It's the hardest part of being alone, counting the years they've outgrown. Another year of forgotten birthdays. The wax is dripping on the plate. I guess it's finally getting late. I'll turn the lights out one by one. Another year without the sun. Happy birthday to the one who forgot. The piano is missing the middle C. The notes that you played are all silent to me. I'm humming our anthem in a kitchen of stone, but it sounds like a funeral when I'm singing alone. I reach for the ceiling, I reach for your hand, but I'm sinking in minutes like grains of wet sand. We were a chorus, we were a wall. Now I'm just a whisper in an empty hall. I'm holding the rhythm, I'm keeping the time, but I can't find the reason and I can't find the right. Now I'm just half a heartbeat, drifting at sea. The part of the song that you took out of me. I'm a melody searching for somewhere to land, a broken down singer with no one to stand. The music is hollow, the silence is key when I'm only half of what we used to be. I saw your guitar case gathering dust. The strings are all brittle, the silver is rust. I tried to record us, but the tape is too worn. Just a ghost of a love that is tattered and torn. I'm singing the low parts, waiting for high, but the ceiling is heavy, and so is the sky. And they say the music will heal every scar, but how do I play when I don't know where you are? I'm holding the rhythm, I'm keeping the time, but I'm losing the reason and I'm losing the rhyme. Now I'm just half a harmony, drifting at sea. The part of the song that coffee's getting cold on your side of the wood. I'd pour it out today if I thought that I could, but I'm keeping the ghost and I'm keeping the chill. The house is a graveyard, perfectly still. I still see your shadow dance on the wall in the quietest hour before the rainfall. I'm a clock with a gear that's beginning to slip, a sinking prayer on a ghost of a ship. I'm reaching for fingers that aren't even there, tracing your name in the cold, empty air. Now I'm living on half a heartbeat, dragging my soul down a one-way street. The left side is fire, the right side is stone. Since you left me romantic and dying alone, it's a beautiful tragedy, rhythm and blues on the part of the pulse that you chose to lose. One half is missing, the other's in pain, waiting for sunlight in mid-August rain. I walk past the garden where we used to hide. The roses have withered, they've given up pride. I found your old sweater, it still smells like us. Before all the gold turned to charcoal and rust. Is it romantic to stay in the dark, keeping the wound just to treasure the mark? One beat for the I don't want, beat for the I don't want, beat for the I will, and silence for the I won't. Erase it, but I'm shaking, I'm breaking in two. Everything's hollow without half of you. Yeah, I'm living on half a heartbeat, dragging my soul down a one-way street. The left side is fire, the right side is stone. Since you left me romantic and dying alone, it's a beautiful tragedy, rhythm and blues on the part of the pulse that you chose to lose. One half is missing, the other's in pain, waiting for sunlight in mid-August rain. Shake it, half a breath, half a life, half a forever. Under the night, some star. The kitchen light is dimming low, just like the hope I can't let go. I trace the lines upon the wood, remembering the way it stood, a place for two, a happy home. Now just a silent, empty room. The chair across is pushed in tight, but in my mind you're here tonight. They say that time is supposed to heal, but every day it feels too real. They say that time is supposed to heal, you. Pour a glass of wine for two, a broken heart, a lonely view of all the life we cannot do. The ghost of you is in this place. I see your smile, I see your face. Yeah, I still set a plate for you. I fold the napkins, clean the glass, pretend a moment that she'll pass. Through the front door, warning old, a future that we can't unfold. The world outside moves on so fast, but in this room our love will last. A silent prayer, a whispered plea. Just bring you back to me. They say that I should just move on, but how can I when you are gone? This quiet ache, this phantom touch, I miss you, oh, I miss you much. I still set a plate for you. Pour a glass of wine for two, a broken heart, a lonely view of all the life we can't undo. The ghost of you is in this place. I see your smile, I see your face. Yeah, I still set a plate for you. Maybe tomorrow I'll be fine. Maybe I'll let go, draw the line. But the salt shakers in your spot, a habit that I haven't fought. It's foolish, I know it's true, but what else can a broken heart do? I still set a plate for you. Pour a glass of wine for two, a broken heart, a lonely view of all the life we can't undo. The ghost of you is in this place. I see your smile, I see your face. Yeah, I still set a plate for you. I still set a plate for you. It's quiet here without you. I checked the weather, but the sky looked clear. There wasn't any warning that a storm was moving near. But then I saw your car turn off the edge of 5th and Main, and suddenly my lungs were filling up with salt and rain. I'm standing in the grocery aisle, paralyzed and bone dry, while a category 5 is brewing right behind my eyes. I try to keep my chin up just to keep the water down, but it's hard to keep a secret when you're starting to drown. I thought the tide was going out, I thought the sand was firm, but love is just a lesson that I'm forced to relearn. Every time I breathe your name, I feel the pressure rise, 1,000 miles of heavy blue beneath the calmest skies. And it's the ocean in my chest, it's the pulling of the moon, it's the wreckage of the summer that ended way too soon. I'm a sailor with no compass, I'm an anchor made of lead, sinking through the things you did and all the things you said. You're the shoreline getting smaller, I'm the current pulled to sea, with an ocean in my chest, where my heart used to be. The doctors say I'm healthy, they say my pulse is strong, but they don't hear the crashing waves when the nights get long. There are shipwrecks in my ribcage, rusted gold and broken glass, and I'm waiting for the mercury and the fever dreams to pass. I used to be a river, I was shallow, I was sweet, I was something you and I'm never seeing land. Your atmosphere is quiet, lonely, a habit that I'm still regretting. 'Cause in that light, when shadows fall, I see your silhouette so tall. It stretches from the easy chair, a perfect ghost still sitting there. I bring a coffee, warm and sweet, and sit down by your empty feet. I know it's just the physics playing with the light that you were weighing. A trick of mine, a fragile thread, the only conversation that I blame. Tell its secrets from my day, the words I never got to say. I apologize for fights we had, for every moment that went bad. I dance with you when music plays, stuck in these lonely looping. My partner's just a shape of dark, leaving such a silent mark. I know it's just the physics playing with the light that you were weighing. A trick of mine, a fragile thread, the only conversation that I've led. For the second time, a final quiet, lonely cry. I talk to your shadow on the wall. On the wall. On the wall. My only love. My all. The sheets are a desert, vast and wide. I'm gasping for air in the middle of the night. The oxygen left when you walked out the door. Now I'm counting the floorboards, I'm wanting you more. Every inhale is heavy, every exhale is blue. The atmosphere's empty since it isn't you. I open the windows to let in the sky, but the clouds are just mirrors of tears in my eye. I'm a diver who stayed at the bottom too long, searching for rhythm in a broken down song. Heavy days, now I'm learning to breathe without your skin, trying to let the cold world in. It's a romantic torture, a beautiful light to love you with everything that I take. My lungs are just memories of your sweet name, a flickering candle, a dying out flame. I'm drowning on dry land. What can I do? Just learning to breathe without you. I remember the way that our ribs used to lock, like gears in a watch, like the tick of a clock. We moved in a tandem, one spirit, one lungs, speaking a language of honey sweet tongues. Now the air is too thin and the pressure is high. It's a long, lonely, romantic way to die. The music drops out, leaving only a distorted heartbeat, like thumping. In and out, it's a chore. Out and in, like a war. I'm screaming in silence, I'm gasping for grace, while I'm suffocating in our empty space. Heavy bass, yeah, I'm learning to breathe without your skin, trying to let the cold world in. It's a romantic torture, a beautiful light to love you with every breath that I take. My lungs are just memories of your sweet name, a flickering candle, a dying out flame. I'm drowning on dry land. What can I do? Just learning to breathe without you. Take a breath, count to 10, then I'll try to find my air again. Every place I still catch myself saying we Like a habit I'm too tired to break. I talk to the ghosts of the people we used to be. Before every promise began to ache, I saw a movie you would have loved, and I reached for my phone in the dark. But the years turned to wars with a heavy shove, and the fire died down to a spark. I'm rewriting the captions on every old photo, trying to find where the now became then. It's a bitter pill, it's a lonesome solo, learning to speak of you only in when. Now I'm living in the grammar of a broken heart, where I love you is a ghost that's been torn apart. I'm folding the memories like clothes in a box, trying to pick at these permanent locks. It's the heart of the wind and they used to be true. The hardest part of losing you is the years that became ours way too fast. Just a beautiful love written in past. Your toothbrush is gone, but the ghost of it stays. Like a shadow burned into the wall. I'm counting the remember wins and the better days as I watch the autumn leaves start to fall. We were the lucky ones, or so I believed. We had it all figured out, but forever was just a trick we conceived in a world that was built out of doubt. Now I'm living in the grammar of a broken heart, where I love you is a ghost that's been torn apart. I'm folding the memories like clothes in a box, trying to pick at these permanent locks. It's the head and the wind that used to be true. The hardest part of losing you is the years that became ours way too fast. Just a beautiful love written in past. I don't wanna use the suffix of "ed" on every soft word that we ever said. Love feels so heavy, care feels so cold, like a story that's already been told. But the clock only ticks in one direction, away from the warmth of your perfect affection. You were my home, you were my song. I guess I was right until I was wrong. Now you're just someone I used to know. A story I'm learning to tell my own. Love in past tense. Yeah, it's all in the past. The bathroom mirror stained with heat, but the image there is incomplete. A hazy shape, a shadow lost, a lonely soul that counts the cost. I touch the glass, I trace the space where I once recognized my face, but everything I seem to be say you left to find the light. I'm stuck here in perpetual night, and every piece of who I was is disappearing just because. Another hopeless, lonely dawn. The silver in my hair appears, reflecting all the silent tears. I see the person you adored, now hollowed out, underscored by absence that defines the air. A vacant, cold, and empty stare. They say I need to face the sun, pretend the future has begun, but every piece of who I was is disappearing just because.
The sound is hazy, like looking through a rain-streaked windshield. No drums yet, a subtle pattern of the lonely, endless night. Just me and the reflection of a shattered, fragile kind of love. The concrete stretches cold and gray. I wish you hadn't driven away, sparkling my rain into drop a silent anthem of love we couldn't make, just crash and stay, washing all the dreams away. I'm stranded here, engine idling low, nowhere left for me to go, just watching lights across the wet dark road. I wish you hadn't driven away. This parking lot rain at 2 a.m. Every drop a silent anthem of love we couldn't make, just crash and stay, washing all the dreams away. I'm stranded here, engine idling low, nowhere left for me to go, just watching lights across the wet dark glow. I remember laughing fits, sharing fries and cigarette bits in this exact same passenger side. Nowhere left for tears to hide. My phone is silent, dark and still, just like the pain I can instill in anyone who wasn't there, in the quiet, cold and empty air. The wipers slap against the glass, watching all the moments pass. I thought we had forever here. The view is suddenly so clear. This parking lot rain at 2 a.m. Every drop a silent anthem of love we couldn't make, just crash and stay, washing all the dreams away. I'm stranded here, engine idling low, nowhere left for me to go, just watching lights across the wet dark glow. A thousand times I checked the rearview mirror, hoping you'd appear and make things clear, but it's just the rain, the neon sign, a heart that's broken, yours and mine, a final text I'll never say. Is this how our story ends? This parking lot rain at 2 a.m. Every drop a silent anthem of love we couldn't make, just crash and stay, washing all the dreams away. I'm stranded here, engine idling low, nowhere left for me to go, just watching lights across the wet dark glow. Parking lot rain at 2 a.m. Just rain and the end. The blue light is burning my tired eyes. It's 3 a.m. and the silence is alive. I'm scrolling up through years of good nights,
back to the heat of our neon summer nights. Your name on the screen is a ghost I still chase, a digital map of a beautiful place. I reach for the charger, I reach for the phone, the loneliest weight that I've ever known. My thumb is hovering over sand, knowing exactly how the story ends. Heavy bass hit. Oh, I'm rereading our old text, like a wreck looking for the rest of the heart I gave you, the soul you kept in the hollow spaces where we both slept. You said forever in a font so small. Now I'm just watching the signal fall. It's a romantic suicide, word by word, the sweetest lies I ever heard. I found the one where you said I was the home. You were building a life in a kingdom of chrome. Now I'm a stranger clicking on red, living on things that you never said. The I love yous look like artifacts now, broken promises, a shattered vow. Type a message, then I delete. The taste of the memory is bitter and sweet. You're sleeping fine in a different bed while I'm drowning in the blue light instead. Is it romantic to hurt this much? To feel your ghost but never your touch? Yeah, I'm rereading our old texts, trying to find what's coming next. But the screen stays black and the room stays cold. I'm holding on to stories already you said forever in a font so small. Now I'm just watching the signal fall. It's a romantic suicide, word by word, the sweetest lies I ever heard. Scroll to the top, where it all began, before we were was, back when we can. Scene 3:44 a.m. I'm tethered to the shadow of your memory, floating in a room where the air is thin. I memorized the map of your chemistry, but I don't know where you end and I begin. The bed is a desert, the hallway's a hall of glass. I'm watching the ghost of your silhouette pass. And they say the distance is just a state of mind, but I'm looking for a signal I'll never find. I'm reaching out into the velvet blue, just a stray signal static? Is that your voice in the static? Or just the wind in the wires? My love was dramatic. Now it's just cold calls from the fire. I'm losing altitude. I'm losing my grip on the TV is humming a static lullaby to a room painted blue in the middle of the night. I'm tracing the space where you used to lie, waiting for the chemicals to dim the light. The clock on the wall is a heavy-handed beat, telling me stories of where we went wrong. I'm looking for a way to admit my defeat in a house that doesn't feel like it could ever belong. I'm tired of the ghosts, I'm tired of the ache, of the way your name tastes when I'm barely awake. So I reach for the bottle on the nightstand shelf to save what is left of my shivering self. And it's a sleeping pill sunrise, artificial and gray, a way to bypass the dawn and the start of the day. I'm closing my eyes just to keep you in frame before the sun comes up to whisper your name. It's a chemical kindness, a temporary place to hide from the light and the hole in your space. Just a slow motion dive till the memory dies in the quiet cold hum of a sleeping pill. I'm gambling with dreams just to try and forget that I don't know who I'm supposed to be anymore. The birds start to chirp like they're mocking the dark, and the sky turns that bruised kind of purple and gold. But I'm looking for a ceiling without any spark, in a bed that's grown old, in a heart that's grown old. And it's a sleeping pill sunrise, artificial and bright, a way to bypass the dawn and the start of the day. I'm closing my eyes just to keep you in frame before the sun comes up to whisper your name. It's a chemical kindness, a temporary grace to hide from the light and the hole in your space. Just a slow motion dive till the memory dies in the quiet cold hum of a sleeping pill sunrise. I used to love the morning, I used to love the dew, back when the daylight meant waking up next to you. Now the sun is a witness, the sun is a sting, exposing the truth of every broken thing. So I'll drift where it's hazy, I'll sink where it's deep, where the only way to love you is to stay fast asleep. Turn out the morning, let the shadows stay long. The world is too loud now, now that you're really gone. Just a sleeping pill sunrise, just a sleeping pill sunrise. The furnace died an hour ago, but I didn't fix the heat. I'm sitting in the kitchen with the frost beneath my feet. The coffee's gone from bitter warm to a mirror made of ice, and I'm shivering on purpose, though I've paid the heavy price. I could pull the curtains tight to keep the winter out, but the emptiness is louder when I have to scream and shout. So I let the window rattle, and I let the draft walk in like a familiar freezing strain. I'm still memorizing the cracks in the ceiling, counting the hours like there's something to keep. There's a ghost in the hallway, a heavy-eyed feeling that wakes when the rest of the world is asleep. I'm folding your shirts just to feel the dimension of a life that's been hollowed, of a room gone cold. We were a story with the best of intentions, but a story is nothing once it's been told. And it's the long defeat of letting you go, a slow motion landslide, a rhythmic low. It's not a clean break or a sudden retreat, it's the miles in between us and the long defeat. I'm losing you daily, one habit at a time. A beautiful rhythm that no longer rhymes. There's no grand finale, no curtains are closing, just the quiet erosion of things that we said. I'm a house in the rain, slowly decomposing, with a map of a country that's already dead. I saw you today in a stranger's reflection, and I reached for a phone. Tea is getting cold on the nightstand. I still leave a space for your heavy head. The moon is pulling tides across the floorboards, but you're a ghost in a language I never read. I'm tracing the geometry of where you used to lay. Counting every second of the light as it turns to gray. And I asked the stars if they saw you leaving. I screamed your name until the sky turned black. I'm begging the void for some kind of meaning, but the silence is the only thing that's coming back. The universe doesn't miss you like I do. It doesn't scream your name when the night breaks through. The planets keep turning, the stars never blink. They don't feel the weight, they don't watch me sing. The cosmos is cold and the vacuum is true. The universe doesn't miss you, but I'm still torn in two. I tried to find your heartbeat in the static of a radio station lost between the towns, but gravity is cruel and programmatic. It only wants to pull the weary down. The dust on your bookshelf is settling fast. Galaxies collide, but you're no longer mine. And I asked the wind if it felt you breathing. I traced your ghost until the map went black. I'm begging cold thin air, just me. The brightness is up, but the room is pitch black. I'm walking a path where there's no turning back. I see you in 4K, I see you in blue, a digital window to a life without you. You're at that Italian place we used to go, but there's a new hand in the frame, down low. My thumb does the labor of 1,000 regrets, casting out lines in these wireless nets. I'm a ghost in your views, a name on a list, the most romantic way to not exist. Now I'm watching your life through a glass screen, the saddest movie that I've ever seen. You're smiling at someone, you're laughing so loud, while I'm just a pixel lost in your crowd. It's a romantic haunting, a backlit despair. I can see your new world, but I can't breathe the air. Refresh the page just to watch my heart break, and every update and every mistake. You posted a song that I taught you to play, but you tagged it for someone 1,000 miles away. I'm zooming in close on the look in your eyes, looking for traces of our old forever lies. The screen is so warm, but my fingers are cold, watching your future stories unfold. The rhythm gets glitchy, stuttering bass pulses, double tap. I can't leave a comment. Do you know that I'm here? Do you care if I know? I'm a spectator now to the love that was mine, a heartbroken witness stuck on the line. And I'm watching your life through a glass screen, the saddest movie that I've ever seen. And smiling at someone, you're laughing so loud, while I'm just a pixel lost in your crowd. It's a romantic haunting, a backlit despair. I can see your new world, but I can't breathe the air. Refresh the page just to watch my heart break, and every update and every mistake. The sound of a phone locking, a sharp click, followed by deep silence. Low battery warning, the screen goes to black. I see my own face, and I want you back.